Jerry Jones, Micah Parsons trades about making Cowboys better. Frisco, Texas. To Jerry Jones, the trade of Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers will make the Dallas Cowboys a better postseason team. So what happened next? This was, by the way, a move to get us successful in the playoffs. And Jones, by the way, said in a 46-minute news conference Thursday after the Cowboys acquired defensive tackle Kenny Clark and first round picks in 2026 and 2027. This was, by the way, a move to be better on defense, stopping the run. This was, by the way, a move too. And if we get behind, not be run on. And it was a deliberate move and a well thought out move to make this happen. And first, by the way, the Cowboys will have to reach the postseason without Parsons and was selected to the Pro Bowl in each of his first 4 seasons and also totaled 52.5 sacks. Second, and they will need, by the way, their pass and rushing deeps and led by Dante, Fowler Jr. and Marshawn, Kneeland, and Sam Williams and Donovan, and James Houston, by the way, to become as forceful as Parsons, who is one of 2 players to record at least 12 sacks in each of his first 4 seasons since sacks became an official state in 1982. Those 5 players, by the way, have accounted for 73 sacks, with Kneeland entering his second season, and by the way, a rookie yet to record a sack. And third, the Cowboys. By the way, will need their offense led by new coach Brian Schottenheimer and quarterback Dak Prescott, and who is returning from an injury that cost, by the way, him the final 9 games last season. And to score a lot of points and starting next week against the Philadelphia Eagles. In our judgment, this gives us, by the way, a better chance to be a better team than we have been the last several years. Jones says that. And by the way, before last year's 7-10 finish, the Cowboys, by the way, went 12-5 3 straight years, but couldn't get past the divisional round of the playoffs. In their past 3 playoffs, by the way, losses to the Packers 2023 season and San Francisco 49ers from 2021 till 2022 season, the Cowboys, by the way, have allowed 425 yards on the ground on 103 carries with 6 rushing touchdowns. And Parsons, by the way, didn't record a sack in any of those games. And last year, by the way, the Cowboys gave up more than 100 yards in 12 of 17 games, and more than 140 yards and 8 times. With the addition of Clark, the Cowboys have added size from 6 foot to 314 pounds, and expertise as 3-time Pro Bowler. And Kenny Clark, by the way, is a big part of this executive vice president Stephen Jones. Said, by the way, that was a big part of winning right now, and we hadn't been able to win the big games in the playoffs. And we think, by the way, it's a direct connection to not being able to stop the run. And we think Kenny Clark is going to be a big piece, by the way, of that. And we felt like because of our deeps on the edge, and as well as the ability, by the way, to achieve pressure that we could make up for Micah, and because obviously he is elite at rushing the passer. And new defensive coordinator Matt Eberfels was a Cowboys assistant, and when they were number 1 against the run in 2016 season in the past 12 years as a head coach, coordinator, or linebackers coach. Eberfels has had 8 top 10, by the way, run defenses. And when you have, by the way, the kind of extraordinary pass rush that Micah has, then the way to mitigate that pass rush is to run him. And Jerry Jones, by the way, said if he pass rush doesn't get you ahead, and pretty big time, and then when you are playing even or behind, then you really got a problem in stopping the run. And Parsons, by the way, will make his return to AT&T AT&T Stadium with the Bakers on 28th of September. Jerry Jones, by the way, has seen former stars returning before, like Emmitt Smith in 2003 with the Arizona Cardinals. And Micah, by the way, will be problematic, very problematic. And Jerry Jones says that I will suggest that, and we get ahead and run the ball. Thank you so much. Have a nice time and great day. Thank you. Thank you so much.